You're looking at it, or
Yeah, I want to make sure that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, okay. Are you? Oh, wow. You got. Oh, you're counting number of steps.
Yeah, that's a ring. Like I haven't closed the rings today. Actually, almost closed, but
Yeah.
the Apple Watch has those three rings that I always want to close. I couldn't get to. I'm very close almost every day,
Very good. And as long as you
but
can get at least closer to the.
I want to get 10,000 steps daily, right? That's what recommended, and I think that's what we're going to talk about. How do you
Great.
get 10,000 steps daily, right?
Yeah, and you'll be when you say 10,000, it sounds like a lot, but there are so many easy ways to get it done, and you wouldn't have to do all those sophisticated ways of getting it done, but there are so many ways to get it done easily without you even knowing. And the
Right.
first one comes from me. I've tried this myself, and it's a great way to do it. I don't know, like it really depends on number of flows that you have to use. But if you have only like two floors or even maximum three floors, just take the stairs. Just take stairs and not the
At least
elevator.
in the morning, like in
At
the
least in
evening,
the
probably you're
morning.
tired. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And you can easily knock off so many steps out of that 10,000.
I'm in 22nd floor. I think I have like I don't know how many. Even I haven't counted, but I did take some steps. I was so sweaty, like I already start sweating. Just
Yeah,
22nd
yeah.
floor. It's a lot
Yeah,
of floors.
exactly. And that you opened up a good point, Venkat. So if you have like 22 floors, right? Yeah, of course, taking stairs to 20 up to the 22nd floor is, it sounds a lot, right? It is because it takes time too. Especially when you're going to work and you have to be on time. Why not you take the elevator up to the 19th floor or 20th floor, and then boom,
Oh
you
yeah,
take
that's a
the
good
next
idea
two.
too. Right, right. If you want to
Right?
start small, right?
Start small, and also you can do when you're coming down too. You can take the elevator from the 22nd up to the third floor, and from the third floor to the ground floor, you can take stairs. Easy things that really don't cross your mind, when you get caught up with day-to-day life. So the first tip from us is take stairs.
Another thing is
Smart.
the next one is the actually you park your car a little further from if you're going to a grocery shop. I
Right.
see people always park right in front of the store. Why like
Why?
you can walk a little bit. That's a chance you get, right? That's the time that you take your chance that you are not going to gym, right? Sometimes
Right.
you skip all those things. Just park all the way down. There's the no cart is going to hit that. There's a very less risk of cart hitting your car, right? The cart,
Right.
people just throw the cart right there in the front of the store and it's not going to hit. You just park all the way away from every hustle and bustle, right? That way your car is safe and you also get to walk. And if you have a family or walking with the family and kids, you get to enjoy that breeze coming through while you're walking, right? Not just going
Right.
right into
And
the store in the AC.
yeah, and a little bit of talking time too with your family. And one thing I wanted to highlight is, like, if you really want to park smart, park right next to where the where you put the carts, right? So cart
Right.
parking area or whatever, those things. And because that's how you park smart, not when you park right in front of the store or something. Just park somewhere that is closer to that place where you put cards, and not really near the store, because that will kill the idea of
Right, right.
getting more steps done. Probably the furthest, or the one that is far from the store. And that's a very good way to have some additional steps, and in achieving the goal of 10,000 steps a day.
Another
That's
thing I do normally is I go into the store. I go every aisle, just go walk, 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 right? So
right.
the entire store is actually I get around 2,000 steps just right there, just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I do see sometimes it's useful because I see some clearance that actually I need it, but I forgot in the list. But I grab them and I don't have to come back again just for the item, right? I don't have to drive back again to the store,
Right.
but I got them right there. while I'm doing the walking of just glancing through every aisle, but I stop at the aisle that I need more stuff. Actually, I stop a little longer to grab everything. But I do go through every aisle, almost 70-80% of the aisles, just and then come back. That way, I get more steps.
That's something that's a good that's a good one. I have actually that's a good one because I have never tried it. And because when I go to the grocery store, what I want is to get whatever I wanted and rush back. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try myself because that's a good one to get to your 10,000 step. That's very good.
Right. Another
Thanks for
thing
sharing
is
that.
within if you're working in a city and you are going in like a bus or a train, you can get down, get off from the train or bus a little further away and then walk, and that's another way that you could get more steps.
And actually, that reminded me of some of the metros. I don't know how you exactly call it. In it calls different names in different states, different countries, probably. When you're so used to driving to work, you might you might not be thinking about it. But what you can do is you can stop your car in one of those bus holes or metro stations or whatever,
Mm,
and then you can take the train or light
right.
train right
The
where
park and
you
ride, they call it park and
park and
ride.
ride. There you go. That's what I was referring to. And that will, not, that will add a little bit of steps because then if you're driving, you're driving. You're not
Right.
walking at all. At least if you do park and ride, you can park further away from the light rail, the furthest or the farthest parking spot that you can find. And then you will have some steps leading up to the park and ride where you take the trail. And also when you get off from your place, you can do what you said. You can get off one station before your intended destination
Right, right. In case if you are
intending to go.
right, right. So in case if you are driving to the workplace, a car and parking, close to your workplace because you don't want to save all the time. I would say
Right.
probably you will be spending $200 a month parking fee, but
Ah,
I
yeah.
have actually paid like less than half of that price parking like a mile away from that main hotspot epicenter, right? So I parked from like almost a mile away from the epicenter. That cost less than half of the whatever other people are paying, right, per month. So I saved almost $150 a month just by doing that. But I walked from there all the way every day in the morning, just actually brisk walking, right? That's actually good for you too. So that's how I actually got those extra steps.
So I remember you doing that, and also what you made an important point. It has to be a brisk walk. It
Right.
has to be a brisk walk. Your body has to feel it. It's not like a regular chatty kind of walk. It has to be a brisk walk, and in order to do that, in order for you to save that money, in order you to get that number of steps, you gotta it's a whole nother episode about waking up a little early, so you have that walking time compensated.
Right.
So make sure you get that done as well. I remember you and I both did that.
Yeah.
Because we were some people. We used to work in the heart of that uptown or downtown area. So the parking spots, parking spaces, those companies, those locations are locations in the heart of downtown, heart of the city. Maybe a very expensive and one that you can find.
Right. Right. That's true.
So
Another
that's a
thing.
good one to save money
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some steps.
Right, exactly. Another thing I was just remember that if you want to spend time with your family, say you have two kids, right, and you have a lot of pressure, work pressure, and you want to have a work life balance. Just take your family, your significant other, and then the kids just for a walk, 10 minutes walk, maybe every other day in your neighborhood, right? Just for a walk outside. You may say hi to some neighbors. You may meet.
Yeah,
It will relax you up, and also you get more steps. Just make a round.
that's right.
That's it. 5, 10 minutes. That's what we used to do, but now it's so cold, so we're not doing that. But you take advantage of those walking.
Yeah, and just to refresh, so we talked about taking stairs smart. Like you can either, if you're three floors, you can just take stairs with the three floors, or you can, if you're working on the 23rd, you can go up 21st and take the next two, and then park smart. Either grocery store,
Right.
at work. Try to park as far away from your intended place. Work. It could be workplace. It could be grocery store. And the last one, just take your time. Take your family out on a brisk 5 to 10 minute or even 50 to 30 minute walk. In no time, you'll end up having a lot of steps. So those are like few very quick tips, and hope you learned something. Hope you take this to heart and execute.
Right. Thank you guys for watching.